Alright, so we are back again for the second half of the day. And go ahead, go to game capture here. Now there are multiple dailies that we can do to get us going here. So it's all up to you guys. Alright, so go and register for a race here. Just get us started off here, and then we'll go from there. And I'm just going to do an AI race. No, I'll just register for this. And we're going to join the practice session here, and then we're going to get loaded in for our next first race of the day. So now we are slowly loading into the live stream here. Now we are slowly loading into the live stream here. So now our race starts here in about 8 minutes, so he's slowing down. He's probably waiting for slipstream. As now we are riding along with Tim here until our race starts in about 4 minutes here. So. And we still have about another 3 or so minutes until our race starts. As now in here, it's a lap of Charlotte Motor Speedway. It is 1.5 mile bank track. It has, I think, 31 degrees of banking, or it might be 20 some, I think. I'm not 100% sure. And it is 1.5 miles, and we are now on the back straight here, heading into turns 3 and 4 now. which and is the same amount banking as turns 1 and 2, and it's basically the exact same corner. And now back through the tri-oval, and we have completed a lap of Charlotte. So, and there is a lap of Charlotte for you. So now, we'll go back to the TV cameras. But because our race does not start for another 2 minutes. Now we're catching up to packed cars here. So, and our race should start here in about a minute and a half. So, now we have a pretty good battle here. Get to the guardrail. As now we have an extremely good battle here. And now they are 3 wide on the back straight. So now I'm not going to lead this battle because this is pretty entertaining. And there's contact there, and now they are wrecking. Alright, time to go to my race. That was actually highly entertaining. So that is a good job there, fellas, for that. Now we are in our split here, so here's our split for you. As now, and I'm not going to qualify because of various reasons. So I will not be qualifying. So now I'm going to start from the back for this race. And we still have a while. We have like 3 minutes, I want to say, until our next race. So, and shout out to our top fans recently. We have DCH188 Edits. Now we have another 2 minutes until our race starts. So, which is 20 laps of Charlotte, and is basically a super speedway race because of our cars, which is just flat out. So yeah, and the banking really helps us just to be flat out around here. Alright, and the race starts here in about 30 seconds, so we just have to survive and then just not wreck is literally what we have to do. So here we are about to grid up here too, so as that we are gridded up here. So yeah, the main goal of this race is just to stay out of trouble and just to basically just survive this. And we have brand new daily races tomorrow too, as well. So, and all of the races will be different. I think it's like tonight at like 8:45 they change. So, and we might pull up a night stream here. Never mind. As now we should be getting ready to go here shortly. Here we go. We're officially rolling off pit lane here now. We're cruising here to our 1 lap to green before we start racing again, so and hopefully no one wrecks here, and hopefully we keep it clean, so and we are racing here at Charlotte. And now let's just stay out of trouble here, as they are 3 wide already up ahead of us. And now the opening lap is now into the books, as now we are on lap 2, and they're beating and banging up in front of us. The 5 car was nearly into the wall there. I'm going to try to go to the outside of the 12th car here, even though it's probably not going to work. And now I'm still going around the outside of him here. As now I'm going to go to the inside of him now, and then just go low with him now, instead of going high. So there's another spot gained. As now they are getting all shuffled out of line here, as now there's a car way up to the high side up there. As now the 6 is also going to the outside train, which is trying to form up a drafting train around the outside. But this inside lane is really moving here, as the 5 car slides right back down in front of us. And this bottom line is definitely moving here. As now we are stuck down the Budweiser car. Budweiser. That's pretty fun to say. As now there are now 2 cars up to the high side, the 4th car here, and then I can't see his number, but then there's another car to the outside. And there's only one now since the 4 tucked into line in front of us, I think. As now that 4 is really lagging in this here. I hope it doesn't cause netcode with someone and just cause a wreck. And we are on lap 7 out of 20 here. There are 14 laps left, and we are in P9. As now, and I'm just going to hang on this outside line until like the very end of the race, just to stay out of trouble. As now we're all getting shuffled around here because someone at the front made a move. So getting very tight here. As now, and I'm going to the inside of the 5 car, who went to the high side there. Whoa, that 4 car. As this 4 car is really lagging in front of me. So, and I don't want to get near it or touch it because of netcode, which is a serious problem in iRacing. So, and I'm just going to stay away from it for now, because and knowing how bad it is lagging, it is probably going to spin out and then just cause a massive wreck. And I don't want to be in that wreck, so, and I'm just going to play it smart here and not get too close to him. As now the leaders are getting loose up there, as now we're checking up. Getting sketchy here. I'm just going to stay in line here, as this forward car is really making me nervous here. I really, really don't want to get near it. As I really close up, there's a bumper there. And we are halfway through the race here. We have 10 laps to go. We have 10 laps down, but now 10 more laps to go. So I got on to the apron there ever so slightly. Getting pretty sketchy here. It's not really sketchy, but it's just getting pretty close and tight in the corners. So just gonna have to keep on paying attention here. Yeah, 13. You are not fitting in that gap, 13. So don't. So just don't even try 13, as they are 3 wide in the middle of the pack here. 3 wide. As we're still 3 wide, as the 8 car is maintaining his line here. As now the pack is 3 wide, so I really don't want to be involved in any wrecks that could occur here. So I'm going to drop back here so slightly. And I have the 5 car to my outside too, so as there are 7 laps left here, and this is getting extremely sketchy, as now there's some contact between the 13 and the 8 there, as now the 8 is still getting shuffled back. And now we are back to 2 wide. So surprisingly, nothing bad happened there, as now the 8 is going to squeeze his car in front of me with 6 more laps to go here. As now the 8 goes back to the outside, as now he's going to keep on cutting me off, and I'm not too pleased about that. Which I'm going to have to close up that gap before he does it again. Which I have. Contact between the 8 and the 4 there. Some ever so slightly contact. And then there was a huge check up there, as now I have to check up because of them all checking up in front of me. As now we have 5 laps to go here. As now I am in P7 here. Now we are all getting extremely tight here. We're close together, coming into the closing stages of this race, as the 7 got pretty loose there. And it's now back to the triumvirate go, and they are 3 wide again with the 8 car on the very outside, which that's probably not going to work out very well for him. As yeah, it didn't work out, and he's still dropping back here, but he's maintaining his line good. As now there are 3 laps to go, 3 more laps. As now they're still getting all pretty squirrely up in front of me, so slot into my place here. Don't do it, 8 car. Don't you cut me off, and I will spin you out. Reckon. I made it through that, as now there was a first wreck, but I got penalty points for it, so that did not help me out there. And then we have 2 more laps left. Now I'm going to have a huge run because of that. I'm going to take to the outside here, or at least try to get a decent run here. And white flag with 1 more lap left. Catch it. I'm through it, but I do have damage. I probably should have stayed to the bottom there. Come on, cross the line. Alright, I made it to the finish line though, so if I can even turn my car, holy. Let's take a look at what happened there too. Yeah, so, and they just got loose and they just collected everyone, but it's fine. Nothing we could really do there.